Right, this will be episode 5 of Hands Up, Who Loves a Train Set? Me. So this one is a Tomix starter set that I bought. I think they come directly from Japan. I was looking for one of these locomotives and they cost about £50–60 normally. And I saw this set at a very good price at sort of about £80. So I just bought this set. So the one thing you've got to be careful of is the controller is good, but the power supply it comes with, the adapter comes with a 110 volt adapter with a Japanese plug. But you know, I just don't use that. Just replace it. It tells you the polarity and the voltage on the controller that it requires. And like most people, I've got boxes and boxes full of those AC adapters, and so I just found one that I use with it, with a UK plug on it. That's probably from some long forgotten piece of electronic equipment that I've no longer own. So as you can see, the interesting thing about this set that differs from most starter sets is that it's actually a tuning fork of track rather than a loop, as you can see here. So you've got a bit of shunting interest, you get a couple of wagons, you get this rather splendid electric locomotive, and it's actually a very, very nice set. It runs really, really well, and I'm not the only person to say this, but I think that I would love to see Hornby and people like companies like that doing starter sets with this kind of track in them, rather than just a basic third radius loop. Third radius loops don't even fit on this desk for me, so that's why I've got that first radius Pico track to test any train sets or run any that I've got. But I do think that people would probably buy a shunting set. So anyway, let's get a set up. Before I do that, I'll show you inside the box. So what they do with a lot of these Japanese train sets is they have everything boxed individually. So you can probably throw away this packaging, and then you've got the individual locos and rolling stock are in their own boxes, which is actually pretty good. The track is in a separate cardboard box underneath this layer. So I'm keeping this one in the box for now, but if you've got short on storage space or whatever, you can just keep these boxes. As you can see, the loco comes with a few extra accessories which I haven't bothered to put on yet, and then you get two wagons, you get a tanker, and you get this kind of low-sided plank wagon type of thing. And then under here we have a box with a track. I don't know what happened to the original adapter for this, but I'm not using it, but it's a 12 volts, and I've got one here. I think this is an old it's a BT hub. I've had dozens and dozens of BT hubs over the years, and the power supplies are 12 volts usually over an amp. This one's 2.5 amp, so they're actually really good for model railway use, including I use them on the old Hornby 00 controllers, where you plug the power supply into that, and they're good for that as well. And the old 00 can take quite a bit of current, so they don't work on a modern controller, but so that they're useful for that. So I've got a big box of those. Anyway, as you can see, there's not much to it, and it's quite a small set. So I'll set it up. Let's get the train on the track. Right, you actually get quite a long set of track with this, so you can see I've had to put it diagonally to fit it on my bench. So obviously this layout is really good if you've got some a shelf or something like that. So this desk is 90 centimeters by 80. So you can probably use, I'm not doing it in my head now, but you could probably work out from Pythagoras theorem roughly how long that is. I think it tells you somewhere on the box there. But yeah, so just I'm having trouble putting the camera in one single place so you can see it all. So I'll put it on the stand now, and I might only just film the business end. So the points are manual on this one, but this Tomix track is quite nice. It's quite cheap. I've got some very small loops which feature in some of my other videos. It's quite easy to put together, a lot easier to put together than the Bachmann Easy Track, ironically. Should be called Bachmann Difficult Track, I think. But anyway, I'm going to put this on the stand now and we'll just do a little bit of running. Right, let's run it. As you can see, it'll run quite nicely, quite slowly. We'll go and pick this wagon up. Couples up nicely. We pull her out. I've got a load more of Tomix wagons actually. I could have maybe brought some of them out onto the layout to do a better demo, but I kind of just wanted to show the set as it comes out of the box. If anyone's thinking of getting one, I do really like this set. You know, it is really nice. You're going to have to uncouple manually. I think they do automatic uncoupler tracks sections as well. And then we come out with into the rather long head shunt with the whole train. I mean, you don't have to have it like this. You could have longer sidings and as well. But I think this is the kind of setup that is on the box. But you can mix them around. The only thing is those buffers at the end, there's a special section of track with no fish plate on, which connects to those end buffer things. So you just got to get those ones in the right place. Otherwise, it's very easy and quick to put it together. Let's just run it back into one of the sidings. Have a sip of my lager. So yeah, what I like about this layout is Tomix stuff is very nice. It runs really well. It's really not expensive. You can get it from Japan, but they do sell it pre-imported as well. Various different vendors you can buy it from. I think this came from eBay, and I think it came from Japan. They often have a lot of offers on. So I got this one, as I say, I think it was about £80, which is not bad considering you get a locomotive, 2 wagons, points, and the rest of this track, plus the controller as well. So one of these locos, I think it's the EF61 or something like that, ED61. I think they're about £60 on their own. So that was pretty good value. So yeah, it's a really nice little set. I really like this one, and compared to the kind of disappointment from that Bachmann set in the previous episode, if you're looking for a starter set in N, I would go for this one over the Bachmann one pretty much any day. So there you go. Thanks for watching, and next time I'm going to be doing some of my tin plate set collection. So that includes Hornby Gauge O and some of the Technofix and Technofix set clones maybe. that I've got in my collection. I've got some more Japanese N as well to show, and a bunch of other stuff which needs work to get running, so once they're running I'll show those as well. But for now, that's the Tomix 90096 starter set.